different types of premium accounts you can buy for yourself. They have the career account, business account, sales navigator, and hiring account, which is basically the recruiter account. The reason you want to buy a premium account from LinkedIn is a couple different reasons. Number one, if you've ever gone on LinkedIn and done tons of searches, sometimes a restriction will come up on your page or your home page or your page you're looking on and say, you've reached your limit. Anybody ever seen that before? LinkedIn limit? So they'll do that to you if you have a free account. Having any kind of premium account, this massively increases that limit of how many pages you can search for. For myself personally, sometimes I'm searching for 10,000 pages a month. And so not having a premium account, which I do have for myself personally, I have an old one from 10 years ago called Spotlight. It's only $100 a year. And I'm grandfathered into it for life. I'm not going to ever get rid of it. But yeah, you know, so career is the basic one for doing job searches and getting hired. Business account is the entry account for doing LinkedIn lead generation and for doing searches on LinkedIn and marketing on LinkedIn. And then the real one you want for yourself, unless you're a recruiter and you hire people on a regular basis, is the Sales Navigator account. Premium career costs $29 a month, or $239 if you pay the entire year up front. Business costs $59 a month, or $575 if you want to pay for the year. Premium Sales Navigator costs $80 a month, or $800 a year, paid for the whole year. And premium is a premium price of $120 a month, or $1,200 for the year. And what you get for these things, having a premium account of any kind at all allows you to see unlimited people of who's viewed your profile. Personally, I think that's really important because if someone's on my profile, especially if they're on it multiple times, they may be a lead. I want to connect with them. I want to talk to them on LinkedIn. I'll send them a message on LinkedIn saying, hey, I saw you on my profile and I'd love to connect with you and talk to you on the phone possibly, and they're going to help you out with. And you'll be amazed how many clients I've gotten that way personally. And the business account, you get 15 InMails. InMails is it's a messaging interface they have where even if somebody is not your first connection, you can send them a message to them on LinkedIn. Basically, that's the easy way to explain it. It includes some the growth and functional trends. Mostly the biggest thing about having a premium account, once again, is not hitting those LinkedIn limits as far as how many people you search for, who you can connect with. It doesn't give you any more people to go on your profile or any more connections. It's simply for getting emails and dramatically increasing the limit of how many people you can view on their profiles every single month. And if you're doing lead generation or marketing on LinkedIn on a free account, you'll usually hit that on the 10th or 15th a month. Even with my LinkedIn glitchy again, even with my paid for account, I've hit that. I remember hitting the limit on the 3rd of the month, one month. And I contacted LinkedIn and they gave me some nonsense answer that I was, I already searched for so many people on LinkedIn. It's like, no, I didn't. I know people I searched for on LinkedIn. So, if something doesn't work on LinkedIn for you, once again, try a different browser, try a different interface. Most likely, though, it's a LinkedIn glitch. And if you type the word LinkedIn glitch in Google, you'll see thousands and thousands of posts. And LinkedIn, unfortunately, for a huge multi-billion-dollar company, is one of the glitchiest websites I've seen out there. Where Facebook doesn't do this kind of thing, LinkedIn does. Sales Navigator. 20 in-mail messages per month. As usual, who see my profile. You also get sales-specific insights, lead recommendations. Also on Sales Navigator, which we'll go into in a second over here as far as showing you the filters and things, you can see people who see companies by company size and company revenue. So let's say you want to target companies that have, 5 to 25 employees, whatever the number is on LinkedIn. On Sales Navigator only, you can find that filter on there. And so if you know your sweet spot from doing your avatar exercise, and once again, that's why it's so important that you know who your clientele is. So for those of you, once again, who have never asked your clients or don't know much about your clients, Connect with your clients. Send your clients a survey or something. Talk to your clients on the telephone. Have a quick conversation with them. Say, hey, listen, I know you're my client. We have never really spoken on the phone really, or haven't spoken in a while. Would you mind, you have a few minutes I can ask you some questions? I really appreciate your business. I want to know more about you so I can figure out how to serve you better. And find out things like, are they married? Do they have kids? Where they live? Where they go on vacation? I mean, figure out a whole different list of questions you can ask them. Like, not too many, but enough questions so you have a good client database so you can find more of the same people on LinkedIn. Because trust me, they're there. If you can figure out who your avatar is on LinkedIn, you can get unlimited amount of clients on a regular basis through LinkedIn, but you got to know who to search for first. And then we're hiring a recruiter for anybody who does HR, does recruiting. You can also see people's resumes on LinkedIn if you have a recruiter membership of some kind. And those are the only people who can see your resume or your bio on LinkedIn as far as uploaded PDFs or that kind of thing. So if you already have a job and you're looking for a job and you don't want anybody in your company to know you're looking for a job, you can be very, very safe in the knowledge that only people who have the recruiter membership can see people who load up their actual resume. And Rochelle talked about it beforehand as far as there's an actual place on LinkedIn to upload your resume for yourself. And also, all these plans usually always give you a 1-month free trial. So if you're thinking about jumping on the sales bandwagon for a Sales Navigator or a career or business, unless you're a recruiter at all, you can always try it for a month free to see how it goes. And just make sure that before you do it, you're very, very intentional about you're going to actually use it. So save your free month until you know you're going to pull the trigger, either with using my services or doing it yourself, and actually use it properly. Sales Navigator. Once again, we did a search beforehand, and Sales Navigator, you can see all the different filters they have over here. It's going to open up Sales Navigator again and show you some other cool things you can do on there. And so you had to save that search string I talked about beforehand. So give me a second just to find my and show taskbar. Here we are. Okay, so here's the account again. Here's J Sales Navigator, and you can create custom lists on Sales Navigator by clicking on this over here and creating a new list. You can save your searches on Sales Navigator in Sales Navigator as opposed to what I do. And what I normally do, I said beforehand, is here's to a Word document and file and new blank page. There, so here, just minimize this. So once again, someone give me a key phrase who they want to search for on LinkedIn. Just shout it out. Project manager, okay? So project manager. Hopefully I spelled it right and put my glasses on so I can see what the hell I'm doing here. Yeah. Exactly, that's because I can't see without my glasses on. So press enter. So project manager is, that's on the wrong, we're on the wrong section. Let me go back to the regular song. I think I have it on a different area. So let's go back to here. So project manager again. Come on, my fat fingers. Okay, there we go, project manager. So project manager on LinkedIn, 29 million results, okay? So you can go into the geography, relationship. So if you're looking for brand new people who've never heard of you beforehand, you click on second and third connections, because those are people who never heard of you beforehand. The industry, you have like so many choices of industry. You can type in an industry, oil and energy, okay? So oil and, was it this here? There it is, oh, there it is. So 807,000 people in oil and energy on LinkedIn across the world. And then location, what location are we going to go to? Yeah, Calgary, right? Okay, so geography. There we go. So in Calgary, in the oil and gas industry, as a project manager in their profile, they have 21,332 results. Once again, how long would it take you to get through that many people as far as talking to them and trying to get them as your client? You also have company headcount. So let's say I want to deal with only companies that have 51 to 200 employees. There's that one there. It refreshes again until you tell the number in there. Now, also something very, very important, doing searches on LinkedIn. Go to the very bottom of the page. See these numbers over here? These are pages. All large social media interfaces, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, other places like that, will show you up to, but not more than, 1,000 people at a time. Even though we saw 2,000 at the very top over there, I click on the last page here, and if you look in the URL at the very top of the page here, you'll see number 80 here, okay? Change it to 81. No results. Even though we definitely saw 2,000 people, like 1977, the very top of the page there, it's not going to show you any more than 1,000 at a time. So it's important that you realize that, especially if you're doing any kind of lead generation or marketing on LinkedIn, and especially if you're using any kind of automation or software. There are software programs that will automate things for you on LinkedIn, but you got to be very, very careful which ones you pick out, because certain software programs on LinkedIn are for LinkedIn as far as automation programs. LinkedIn will catch that and will slap you down, man.
So what would you have to do? Just filter it out so you can get to more of those?
Yeah, you have to do more filters on here. So once again, you can go to here, and you can go to the title, right? So type in project manager again. And you can type in, let's say, project specialist instead, right? So it goes back again to how many people who are in their project managing field on their company also have that title of project specialist inside, or specialist inside their profile. So you can get really, really detailed and really, really niche into your exact target market. And that's one of probably the most important things on LinkedIn for using the search, is getting yourself in front of the right people. So on regular LinkedIn, yes, Jessica?
Is there a way when you're doing this that you can say, I know you can filter by second and third connection, but let's say that you're specifically wanting some intro from one person that you recently had lunch with or what have you, and they've offered.
Are you connected to them already?
Yes.
Okay, so then you go up to the very top over here, and you click on First Connections Only. So here are your...
No, sorry, it's a second connection, but...
A second connection to the person you know, though, right? Not to... Yeah, so you click on First Connections, get rid of these two, and then you'll only see people that you actually know. And if you're not connected to the person that you know on LinkedIn, just because we have the other filters on there right now, as far as project manager, project specialist, but if you are not connected to them yet, send them a connection request. Once they accept the connection request, thank them first. Don't just say, hey, now that we're connected, introduce me to this person over here. And they'll just go, no, thank you very much, right? So you got to create that connection and create that, that whole connection with people before they'll help you. What I do then is, let's say I want to save this search over here. I'll take this. I call this the search string. I copy it. I go to, let's say a Google Doc form or a Word doc form, punch it down, put it in there, and then I'll put in the metrics. So in this case, it will be project manager, Calgary, 51 to 200 people. And then I'll also put down the amount of people that I see at the very top over there as far as how many results I saw. And the reason I do this, the reason I save this information, is if I'm doing this as far as lead generation or marketing and I get great results, guess what I want to do? I want to go back to the same search string again and just change something like area, like the geography part of it, right? Because we know that this search string produced great results. People connected with me. They were very nice to me. They bought from me. They became my customers. I want to find more of them because, trust me, there are thousands more out there on LinkedIn for yourself. Questions at all? Okay, good. On my website, and you can see inside the page or the manual, I think I have I put a post on there. If you go to my website and type that in, the actual URLs are in the work booklet. I'm not sure what page it's on, but they're in there. You can go to my website. I put actual resources. I actually created articles just for you guys. So you can go in there and get all the information you needed on Sales Navigator, because it's like I could do a whole day on searching on Sales Navigator and using premium accounts. There's that
56.
much information, right?
Page 56.
Page 56. So page 56 in your manual, right? You have all this information for yourself. Let's just go this one over here for a second is to see. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking, it's frozen up. Great. Oh, there it goes. Yay, it worked. So,
Which one is it? Leads Navigator?
yeah, so that one was from LinkedIn itself, as far as using LinkedIn account management. But this one here's my hopefully that'll work this time here.
Yeah, which is your,
LinkedInleads.ca, that's my website. And that's how to use Sales Navigator. A detailed article, like I'm talking detailed. I spent probably like 10 hours on putting this thing together. Oh, it's not the right one. I have another one on advertising. But I put this article together. I got a PDF download for you here. So you can read about Sales Navigator, how to use it. That one there, yeah. So Sales Navigator, here's a whole PDF you can use, tutorials, information. And then I put this little video here on how to use Sales Navigator.
Alan,
Welcome to Sales Navigator.
Yes.
so in Sales Navigator, so there's a bunch of people that looked at the profile. Is there a way of telling if they found their way to the profile through their search, or if they're responding to an outreach that you already did on my behalf? It would
No.
seem that
There's no way, there's no metrics.
quality of engagement.
Yeah, there's no metrics on there. The only thing you can do is reach out to them and say, hey, I saw you on my profile. I was just wondering how you got there. Right? And just communicate with them. The same way, you know, if you met somebody or someone came to your workshop, you probably just ask them through a questionnaire or a survey how they found you in the first place. So the same thing for here. Yes?
Is there any value to using that, is it a tracking function in Sales Navigator?
Not really. I found that, you know, a lot of information and a lot of things, little tools in within LinkedIn are really like useless and redundant. You know, I'm still amazed for a multi-billion-dollar company that LinkedIn is. They don't have more intuitive insights into making things, number one, easy to use. Like I said beforehand, that drop-down menu when you do a search and you got to click on the people button before the drop-down menu to go to companies or groups pops up. It's like, who would, you don't even know it's there even, right? So, you know, if you have any questions at all, once again, you know, contact myself or Rochelle afterwards. We'll be happy to answer them for you. Yes?
I've been a premium member for a long time. If I get Navigator, is it on top of the premium charge, or is it replaced?
No, Sales Navigator is a premium membership.
So it would replace my current premium.
Which one do you have right now?
The cheapest premium.
Career? Probably then. You have career, yeah. Yeah, so career, that would just replace it. Yeah, no problem at all. LinkedIn advertising. Don't get me started here, man. Rochelle and I had this whole conversation about this. I have tried LinkedIn advertising. I tried LinkedIn advertising for this workshop over here. The results I got were bupkis. And I've talked to so many of my clients who've used advertising and marketing on LinkedIn. The only thing I haven't tried yet that I really do want to try, because I think it actually might work, I'll talk about it during the workshop here right now, is lead gen ads. So on LinkedIn, there's regular advertising, which gives you those little links you see on your page you can click onto, or what's called a lead gen ad. A lead gen ad is much, much different, because lead gen ad goes within your feed on LinkedIn, and people can actually fill a form out on lead gen ad to get information for a download, or information, or get a free session from you. That's one thing I haven't tried yet, which I'm actually going to try, because I think lead gen ads will work much better. But I tried regular marketing. I think I tried my workshop as a sponsored post on LinkedIn. And the results were, Jay told me, he says, all this paid advertising is going to do bupkis for you. You're right, buddy. So, yeah, me too. So, within what we do today, I'm hoping you guys all got feedback forms, and I hope you tell us, how did you hear about us? Because I'm very, very interested on how you came to be here, whether it was a post you saw on LinkedIn. I had a buddy of mine who owns a website called energynow.ca, and a couple people came through this over here, or someone told you about it, but how they hear about it in the first place also. So, These are the kind of things you can do with LinkedIn advertising and LinkedIn ads. You can do sponsored content, message ads, video ads, text ads, dynamic ads, carousel ads, elevate ads. You have features like conversion tracking, which Dave was talking about, having pixels in there, very, very important. Contact tracking, website retargeting, LinkedIn insight tags. So maybe for you, Jay, if you did a ad on LinkedIn and you use maybe conversion tracking or contact targeting, I haven't investigated all the different things on LinkedIn advertising myself yet. Maybe that would be it though. And then, once again, the biggest thing for ads is lead gen ads. I'm not sure what it is in here, but you can do sponsored posts on LinkedIn through your profile or through your company page. So how to get there actually? So on a website or on the LinkedIn website, I'll go there again. Here's how you get to advertising. You go to regular LinkedIn. Let's take away the rest of this stuff over here. The drop-down menu on the right-hand side is called Work. Everybody go there for a second. And then drop down. And then you can find, where is it? Advertise right here. There's Advertise. This is the LinkedIn advertising interface. And the very first thing you got to do is create an account. At some point in time, looks like Jay did create an account for himself.
We spent about, I don't know, I remember like $3,000 and found the ads. We got like $12, $13 leads every time we were getting them for about $1.50.
Exactly. Not a great ROI, man. Once you're in...
Not as good of an ROI as.
But
No.
well, can I qualify that?
Yeah.
So the ads, the responses were more expensive, but at the time we weren't sophisticated enough to track the conversions through our entire funnel. So we actually don't know if that's true or not, but the cost up front was high enough that I didn't continue to.
Exactly.
They're the most expensive of all decisions.
Yeah, they are. And once again, I've had clients talk to me about LinkedIn advertising. I never had any client come back to me going, "Oh yeah, I made $1 zillion." But then also you see, articles and posts on LinkedIn saying people they did make a lot of money. So maybe they have their full funnel done properly with conversion tracking and pixels, so they know what's happening. But I'm definitely going to try those lead gen ads myself.
So lead gen ad almost sounds like almost like LinkedIn's built-in version of an online search.
It would be Facebook's version of a lead gen ad also, where you can actually fill a form out. You click on the, contact us now or get this now, and a form pops up. You design the questions you ask. You want people's, obviously first name, last name, email address. You can ask for their phone number. You can ask for their company name. You can ask for their, other things. You can do customized questions on there. Less questions is always better, right, Jay? The less questions you ask people always gets better conversions. But it also depends on what you're offering them in the ad, right? So if you're offering them a free consultation or an actual real thing, I'll redesign your profile for free for you, right? Normally charge $1,000, and here's my lead gen ad, and click on it to get people in your thing here, right? You'll get probably tons of people taking you up on it. So once you have your account created, you go into your account. Then you create your campaign. And by creating a new campaign for yourself, so create campaign group, comes up with a new drop-down menu, you start and put all the information in, and then from there you just keep on going. So here's one of Jay's default campaigns he did. And then from that thing, then you create your actual campaign. So it's a lot more steps than Facebook is. And once again, it's not really intuitive. So, but from here, now you can find the lead generation ads. So here's the conversion, lead generation, website visits, which I think are a waste of time personally, and brand awareness, which is a really, really, like, oh, my brand. If you want to do brand awareness, you got some big bucks to spend, man, because you're not going to get much response from it. Here's lead generation ads, though. Click on that. And then here you go with all the targeting features. And the targeting features on LinkedIn are very, very similar to Facebook's targeting features. You have location, profile languages, You can do, oh, they got a new thing for watching a video. Thank God. Because once again, there's no information on LinkedIn at all, man. So you have all the information on here, build your ad, build your questions, exclude people. You want a single image, you want a carousel, you want a video in there, and then your associated company page. So it looks like lead gen ads are run through and tied to your company page. So make sure you have a company page on there, and then you go through the rest of the metrics and you keep on going, your budget and target date, and conversion tracking optional, and ad conversions. You click on this button over here.
Is that where we do the LinkedIn Pixel?
Yeah, Pixel, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, enter your settings and how you want to track these conversions. So use my site-wide insight tag. So you create a targeting pixel, yeah. And and then you maybe drive them to a landing page. But the whole idea for lead gen ads is to have them fill a form out, not take them off LinkedIn, not to drive them to your website, to have them fill a form out on LinkedIn that you'll get within your LinkedIn profile, and you can talk to people. And once again, I recommend getting email address, name, phone number, that kind of thing, so you can talk to people. I think that will work out really well. And once again, stay tuned for mine because I want to try it, and I'll see how it works for me. Contact me afterwards. And here's all the information. Create your account, create your campaign group, create your campaign, then go to the lead generation ad. Then you want to have your objective selection, your audience, your ad format, your placement, your budget and schedule, your conversion tracking, which usually means a pixel of some kind. Okay? And I have that whole thing. Okay, once again, and here's another thing I put on. Here's the one I was talking about before, and I wanted to do this long article on LinkedIn advertising. My website, I believe, it's hopefully in the book. Is it in the book, Michelle? This one here? It should be in the book, I think. So I probably spent like a zillion hours on putting this whole article together. This goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, it's on page 61.
Yeah, page 61. So if you're not sure how to do it and you want some detailed information about how to do it as far as the guide goes, you can watch the video on LinkedIn as well as you have this resource to go to my page. I'm sure you guys have lots of questions. We'll be happy to answer them at the very, very end over here. And no questions at all because you haven't done it beforehand. Then once you do it, give me a call. Page 61, right? Mm-hmm. Thinking about what you're going to actually, if you're going to try LinkedIn advertising, you got to think about what your offer is, right? And so I want you to think about, if you're not going to use LinkedIn advertising, I want to do one more exercise before we finish today. I want you to get in groups of either your table there, if you're only by yourself at a table, join another table for yourself, and think about, on LinkedIn, what could possibly be your offer? What kind of discount you would give people, what kind of results you possibly achieve from Jay's teaching, who could be your joint venture partners. We're going to take 20 minutes in total, 10 minutes to create your offer, and 10 minutes to go around the table. So if you're by yourself at a table, you join another table for yourself or go somewhere, right? So I want you to think about and go to page 61 in your manual and think about what could you possibly do on LinkedIn, either as a LinkedIn ad, article or post, and create an offer for people on LinkedIn to drive them back to your website and drive them back to your profile to either connect with you or try to sell something to them. Okay? Need help doing it? Let me know. Your note? Okay, bye-bye. Go ahead. Go now. So think about, what could your offer be? Yeah.
Nailed it, right? You just pulled a 6-month LinkedIn ad campaign.
Yeah.
Just pulled it.
Yeah.
You're spending the exact same money on two campaigns.
Could you also like any kind of demo or consultation?